Fulfill your duty as the victor, warrior, and tell me your name. I seek an honorable death from you.
As if you have any honor! Listen closely. I am the leader of the Kremnoan detachment, Mightimos. I'm here to finish you, Father.
It is you, the beast spurned by all. So you did defy death. The prophecy was true. You will bring an end to my Kremnoan dynasty.
Defy? You're wrong. Death fears me. It's the reason I have this body of steel. As for you, you already stand at death's door, Father. You were the one who threw me into the Sea of Souls. The one who tried in vain to enslave a Titan. And the one who desecrated the body of a god. Hyakis! You're a weak king. So weak that even the lowliest hyena is a more noble existence than you. And now, fate's reckoning is upon you.
Then swing your blade. Take my crown. Coronate yourself with an old king's blood and inherit it all. Become the new rightful king of...
No. I don't want the crown. Listen. If there's only one end for the kings of Kremnos, then the crown means nothing to me. All I want is your life. To avenge Mother and my comrades.
But the walls of Kremnos will not fall with me. Do you truly think you can escape fate's grasp, my son? You and I, we're both the same. We feast on strife and fear. Now, kill me! The son of Gorgo is destined to be crowned in blood!
Kratos. He said the Grand Craftsman Cartonus might have some suggestions. Grand Craftsman, how have you...
King of Kremnos it is. That you would come, I knew.
You knew I was coming?
Your matters, I've heard. The path forward you seek. Many questions you have. But before that, take this.
What's this?
A signet ring. For the King of Kremnos. Belonged to your mother. Recast and restore it. I did.
What? Mother threw it into the Sea of Souls.
A long time to fish out it took. Very fortunate we were.
I can hardly imagine how much patience and courage it must have taken to find such a small signet ring in the Sea of Souls. I owe you one.
Gratitude there is no need for. Repayment for saving me, this is. Questions you bring with you.
Fate I've always denied. It's finally caught up to me. By all rights, I should accept Strife's authority. It would make everyone happy. The Chrysos heirs, the Council of Elders, the Kremnoans. Even the bards who will write it all into song.
Yet hesitate still you do. Hesitate, why do you, young king?
Because of my people, be they men, women, the elderly or children. The hearts of all Kremnoans yearn for home. They've all been waiting for this day, for the day their king returns. Children of Strife would then be able to go home and embrace the old traditions. Never mind that most of them have only ever been heard in these so-called traditions in song. They would then gather around their king and throw themselves into battle.
This is not a good thing, you believe.
The Kremnoans have been trapped in a cycle of bloodshed for the past 1,000 years. They seek vengeance, start wars, become prosperous, and decline. How much innocent blood flowed into the River of Souls in all those years? How many needless sacrifices could we have avoided? If I accept that fate and become the totem of strife, that lead my people into repeating the same mistakes, then of course I would be terrified. I'd be terrified of becoming king.
A different kind of Kremnoan you truly are.
Mama, I had a dream last night.
Oh. Now what did you dream about, my darling Trebios?
I had a dream that I turned into many me's. Then we made the moon into a ship and made the stars into our sails. Then we floated on the ocean and let the wind blow us in any direction it wanted.
Well, that sounds like a lovely dream.
Yeah! The ocean and the sky were really, really dark, but there were so many of me that I wasn't scared at all because we'd all sing together. The ocean wind blew us onto an island where the wind tasted like flowers. There were bleating sheep and chirping birds inviting us to be their guests. There were so many animals on the island, but none of them ever fought.
Giannis's holy maidens can receive guidance from the god of passages. Perhaps what you saw in your dream is a divine land somewhere in Amphorius. What's wrong, Trebios? You look unhappy?
Because on that same island, I saw a dark mountain on the other side of the ocean. And it was very, very tall. The mountain looked alive, and it kept getting closer to the island. Then I realized it wasn't a mountain, but a very, very tall wave made of water. When the wave smashed against the island, it looked like it was going to eat the island up. The small animals tried to chase it away, but they couldn't stop it. Then there was a bang and
A dark one.
Mama, does something that scary exist in real life?
Yes. Unfortunately, it does exist in Amphorius. But it's very far away from our temple. We call it the Black Tide, though it has nothing to do with water. It has no shape or form, but it can swallow up animals, humans, and even titans, turning them all into monsters.
Oh, the Black Tide is a baddie. I don't want everyone to turn into its food. Can't we change?
Of course, my dear. You only need to behave well and listen to what the adults tell you. Study all the knowledge and etiquette you need, then grow up and become a proper holy maiden. The divine Yanis will then give you guidance and help you light the way for the people.
Wow, I'm gonna eat a lot and study a lot and become a holy maiden. But Mama, you said the Black Tide can swallow up Titan.
If that happens, then the holy maiden will have to be the one to guide people on the right path. After all, we are the human avatars of the God of Passages, yeah?
Yeah.
But one person alone is not enough. Once you're older, you'll make a lot of friends. You must do your best to unite them, because that's also our duty as priests.
Friends? Are they also like me and Mama with pretty red hair?
They might not, but they'll certainly be just as smart and kind as you.
Mama? Am I dreaming?
Don't be silly, dear. Of course you're not dreaming. I've always been by your side.
What?
Now be a good girl and call your friends over too. Let's play hide and seek, just like we used to, okay? My Trebios is the smartest girl. I'm sure they remember where everyone is hiding.
The voice sounds so far away. I don't remember.
Your friends, who will chase the black tide away alongside you, of course.
Is this from my childhood? I don't...
Okay, was geht hier vor? Warum höre ich Stimmen von toten Leuten?
Use the spindle to connect everyone.
There will be an amazing captain on that big ship. She's cheerful, optimistic, bold, and cautious. She'll be able to get everyone together.
Wow, that's amazing!
Of course you can. But you'll find someone else who's better for the job, my dear. I think that person lives in a beautiful temple that sits atop a hillside, covered in golden fig trees. There's a noble girl there who's very smart, but also very delicate.
Just like Mama?
Perhaps. But before we find the captain, the ship also needs someone who can navigate it.
I know! I named this doll after myself? I don't remember it all.
Eins, zwei, drei. Ja, 3 nur, okay.
It's packed full. Mom, all the words are blurred out. There's strength in numbers. There's strength in numbers. There's strength in numbers. Huh? Why is this doll? It's holding a...
Many years later, many brave warriors will board this ship. They're skilled combatants who fear no danger.
Ooh, I can learn how to fight too and protect everybody.
Silly girl. You're Yanisopoulos' holy maiden. It's not your duty to fight. There will be many others to protect you.
All right. Then where will they come?
I believe one warrior hails from a lovely village where bulrushes flourish, while another comes from a magnificent royal city. Though each has their own troubles, both are ready to lend their strength for the ship's long voyage.
In that case, let Trianne fight by their side. This way, they'll always stay on course. How could I have known the name Trianne back then? Was it just a coincidence? Learning can change your destiny.
When navigating at sea, you need to know both astronomy and geography.
Isn't Yanis's knowledge enough?
Oh, sweetie. The ocean isn't like the land. It's easy to get lost. That's why it's important to learn to recognize the miracle of Aquila.
All right. Even though my brain is already super duper smart, I'll still try my very best.
Circe also favors children who try their best. They will send a wise scholar as everyone's teacher to help you reach your dreams.
I want to be a teacher too. Oh, wait. I'm super duper smart. So I want to be the teacher's teacher.
Why not? But if you're going to be a teacher, you might need to tone down that.
And Trinan can do it. She's well behaved and would make a great teacher. Mama and the others always said that I had a great memory. But now, I can't even tell if this is a memory or a dream.
Come, let's line them up. Now, Trebios, set them on this music box and let them compose a melody for our...
Music box?
Sweetheart, are you still groggy from your nap?
I invented wanted it.
Oh, my lovely Treeby. Well, you might as well see for yourself.
Put the dolls on. It's rotating. And I can hear something.
That's right. It's a music box. If you place the dolls in the right spots, it will start rotating and play beautiful music. Out of all your inventions, this one is my favorite.
I don't remember.
It's all right, my child. I'll sing along to the tune, and it will help jog your memories. Happiness abounded in this lush land by God's chosen. Giants raised their glasses in a toast, beheld by the 12 constellations. 3 carved the heavens and the earth. 3 wove the threads of fate. 3 molded life with their hands, and 3 guided calamity's gate. They declared the world too unstirring, hence wished endless laughter upon the living. Thus you and I were created, with words and song to weave, and love and intimacy to give. Thus creation was complete. Who then will bear the weight of humanity's souls, to lighten the steps of the living as a whole? O great Kephale, all-knowing Father of stature so tall, yet low does their gaze willingly fall. With light of dawn heavy upon their shoulders, golden blood spills unto the land, converging into a boiling river that flows to the heroic heirs of this world.
What's going on?
Oh, Yanis, please lend me your ears. In the black mist, as death and fate draw close, on the bloodied earth, the living and dead, but ghosts. What is this world? It mirrors your maze-like fate. What is this world? A silent lament without a trace. What is the past? Wandering ghosts that linger. What is the future? Souls scattered by fate's finger. What is the start? A voyage born in solitude. What is the end? The spirit, lonely and subdued. Lonely and subdued. And subdued. And subdued. 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 Hurry! Run! Trivios, the black tide has arrived!
Where can I go? What's this? Why?
What the fuck ist hier los?
This is the sacrifice of a holy maiden. You won't make it to the end. Only one person can.
I know. It's fine if we can't reach the end. Our minds are made up.
Go. Bid your farewells, Trivians. Time is running out.
Mama, are you going to leave me?
My sweet girl, I will never leave. But remember this, Trevios. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Since your mind is made up, then traverse the black tide and dispel the fog for Amphorius. I shall see you tomorrow, my dearest Trevios.
Mama!
Did you have a nightmare?
Maybe. But it's been a long time since we had any dreams.
It's not yet the entry hour. You still have plenty of time to rest.
No.
It must be that reckless Kremnoan soldier who startled Träumen. And you as well. If you want, I can pass through his chest with the golden thread right now.
Aggie, cut it out with the scary talk.
I'm just kidding. If I were serious, I wouldn't have waited until now. Do you want to talk about the dream? Keeping it bottled up is not good for your health.
We had a dream about Mama. The dream itself was nothing. It's just the timing that feels a bit unsettling.
You mean...
It's Trian. Even if we refrain from ever using the power of the Century Gate again, her soul continues to slowly drift away from her body. There isn't much time left.
Perhaps it wouldn't be such a bad idea to let her relinquish her role as the gatekeeper and live out her days as a carefree child.
You have a point, Aggie, but our decision has already been made on that matter.
I believe there's still another way.
Souls will be spent until they dissolve into dust. Such is our fate. Once we had a whole and connected body. If that body were a tree, and its trunk and branches would share the same fate, decaying at the same pace. Now, we are fragmented into numerous selves. Despite the absence of a trunk, we are offered another possibility. We can choose how our branches will perish in a way that is most beneficial to the flame chase journey.
Compared with saying farewell to one person, watching many fade away before me is even more sorrowful.
But advancing is the destined end of Yanis's trial. There's no retreat in our path. Don't feel sad about saying goodbye to us. We have already agreed on this, right?
It won't be long before I forget what sorrow tastes like.
So...
What? Where did...
After all this talking, we are feeling a bit hungry. Plus, it's nearly the entry hour now. Do you remember when we first met, Aggie?
While my emotions might be fading, those memories are still as vivid as ever, teacher. Please, let me do it. What would you like to eat?
It's fine! Leave it to us. You should rest for now. And... see you... Nevertheless, that nightmare is ominous. Memories just as expected. Another trip must be made into the abyss of fate. Hopefully Orynyx will be willing to help us.
Long time no see, Professor Anak.
Who are you?
It's been a while. I'm the one who once overthrew the entire classroom in that spiritual physics lecture.
Oh, it's...
No way. Do you really still remember that, Professor?
I remember that glib tongue of yours. What brings you here? Surely you're not here to reminisce.
You could tell.
Of course. You only beat around the bush when you have a hidden agenda.
That's not true. I'm here to seek enlightenment. Now, could you please teach me everything you know about the black-robed swordmaster?
Rumors sure travel fast. Unfortunately, I too know nothing about it. I can only tell you that it is clad in a black robe and wields a greatsword. At least, it looks like a greatsword. It's shaped like a twisted half-sun, and a peculiar dagger resembling a crescent moon. By the way, take this with you. I got it from the sneak attack. It's yours now.
I was right. It is this thing. The one who torched Aedes Elysiae to the ground.
Don't try to be a hero. No one in Akama stands a chance against that thing right now.
Is that what the Titan said as well?
Not at first. But the god relented after having had a taste of its power. Even with the god possessing me, I couldn't fight against that blade. That incredible power doesn't seem to be granted by any Titan.
Are you suggesting that it originates from beyond Amphorius?
It's possible. Much like the Black Tide.
Nonetheless, it's an enemy we...
We? Drop the pipe dream, Phynon. No one wants to see you fall by their blade.
His mere presence will endanger the Holy City and the Flame Chase.
You know that I don't believe in...
You don't believe in the so-called prophecy, I know. However, I'm here to seek your assistance, not at the request of Aglaya or Tribi. I just want to eliminate a threat to the city I pledged to protect. That's all. The tragedy at the Grove must never happen again.
Take a seat. Since you are sincerely seeking, I suppose I can tell you one more.
What's wrong, Trian? Nothing. Just remembering the monster in the black cloak. So scary. Don't be scared. There are no bad guys here. Didn't you save everyone with the Century Gate tree? Trian threw it away. Far, far away. We got back safe from the Grove because of you, Trian. You're the reason the Flame Chase journey can continue. Sorry. Trian feels... For the same thing, of course. Remember? Tomorrow, we will reveal the prophecy's past to First, we need to restore the memories that have been blurred by the fragmentation. We hope to present the full truth to everyone. Without since Yanis caused the fragmentation, we can only turn to another Titan or an X for help. Also, remember to get breakfast ready for Aggie before the Lucid Hour tomorrow. Oh, yes! Trian remembers now. Oh, on that note, we had better prepare some saffron before we meet with the Titan. Saffron? Huh, it's an essential offering for rituals in the Temple of the Three Fates. You think we shouldn't go to Orynyx empty-handed? Yes, it's also a symbol of Yanisopolis. If we are to replicate memories, we need to use something that has experienced those. And when we first met Aggie, we added that to the porridge we made for her. And I see! It's like killing 3 birds with 1 stone! But it all depends on whether Orynyx is willing to help. This... After all, it was us who took the core flame from Yanis, from Orynyx's kin. We will have to give it a try. If there's truly no other way... In our current state, we probably can't do anything to them. Leave it to Trian. Trian knows how to play cute. In any case, let's look for saffron first. I remember that aged saffron is preserved in sealed jars. Let's be on the lookout as we go.
Okay, also... Ja, dann gehen wir mal einfach gucken. Was soll schon passieren?
It's a dead end ahead. Turn back, teacher.
Ich versuche es, aber die Tür will mich nicht rauslassen.
Aggie? No, it's an illusion.
Das ist einfach nur... Oh Gott. Wir hatten jetzt eine Stunde lang Story und jetzt denken sie sich wieder Puzzleraum. Meine Güte.
Wow, this room is huge. Training, did you? Yeah, I saw it. Was that... What are you two whispering about? Treeby? Training? Trian can't even hear our own telecommunication. Well, never mind. Trian suddenly feels like this place is quite familiar. Oh, there's a whiff of safari in this room. It's right over there. Over here. Follow Trian. Trian, slow down.
Even if separation is our fate, a futile death is not the solution.
It appeared again. Right here. I summon thee, Orynyx. Stir up ripples of past reverie. Something's appeared. Wait, we should read.
Ich will nichts lesen.
This is a letter. It mentions something about Saffron and Trebios. Isn't that name... Never mind that for now. Why is this letter here? Could it be our lost memories? Is it possible that we were already noticed by Orynyx and entered their trial? But why haven't they said a word? Orynyx has the whims of a child. Perhaps they're toying with us on Come on, this isn't the right time to be playing games.
Aber das war doch das, wo wir diese Gewichte raufgelegt hatten, oder nicht? Ich bin doch nicht doof. Wie waren wir doch schon mal? Das ist doch das, wo wir Mem bekommen. Warum... müssen wir denn hier alles nochmal machen? Wir hatten doch den Weg frei gemacht schon. Ich hatte hier schon alles gemacht. Also, ich weiß nicht, was der Quatsch jetzt da soll.
Separation and death are two. Reconciliation doesn't come easily for a mortal.
Are these visions also fragments of the past? Treeby! Training! Look what I found! Is this coming? Look, but what? It was right in this story. Huh? There's really nothing here. I swear! Trian is telling the truth. Trinan, Treeby, why aren't you saying anything? We were just lost in our thoughts. What you saw was likely, Yanna's hair. We must have startled it away. Okay. Could Orynyx be trying to make us falter? Something feel... What do you mean? It might just be an illusion. But Trinan wonders, is Orynyx really putting us through a trial? Still no luck finding any safari. I suppose we can do without it. Let's try to convince Orynyx. At least they didn't toss us out straight away.
Okay. Wir klopfen an die Tür, die sagt, geht weg. Und wir gehen.
Whoa, Trevi, Training, look at this! So cool! It's really quiet in here. Do all Titans live in dark places like this? What's going on? Oryx?
Are you saying that the black-robed swordmaster is not just tied to the Black Tide, but is also hunting for core flames
This is the most plausible possibility. First, it has a vessel that can hold core flames. Second, I'm one of its targets. Let's start with the first premise. Its peculiar ceremonial blade can interact with a core flame, as evidenced by the pull I felt when it stabbed into my chest. I hypothesize that the blade can sense, absorb, or even retain core flames. The second premise is even more explicit. When it was engaged in fierce battle with many of us and was heavily distracted, it remained consistently focused on me. Or rather, on the Titan Circes inside me.
So it's plundering the flames. But if your argument holds up, wouldn't he be headed to Akama soon? The vortex of Genesis is full of the Titan's core flame.
Not necessarily. Let's call that person the Flame Reaver for now. If my presumption holds, that person has 3 targets. The first target is me. The second target is Oryx, who hasn't yet fallen. And the third is Akama and the Vortex of Genesis, where the core flames are housed. But I suspect Akama won't be their first target. Kefali's core flame is guarded by the Council of Elders' arcane power. And Fagusa's water curtain should be able to block out any external perceptions.
What about Thanatos and Aquila? Their core flames are yet to be restored.
The whereabouts of Thanatos remain a mystery to all. As for, can you fly?
No, I can't. Why
Can that Swordmaster fly?
Good point. But what if he does grow wings?
If they had wings, I wouldn't have made it out of the grove alive.
That's a relief. Anyway, since the Flame Reaver has 2 targets, we need to move fast.
With the distances between Akama, the grove, and these potential targets...
No response at all. Did they foresee that we were coming and hide in the fog, or... Trebi, we should leave. This temple has other people in it. What? Listen, footsteps. Fast ones. 3 or 4 people coming this way. Come on, we need to hide. Whoever. Trebi, Training, come check this out. What's this? Tran feels like...
RIP.
Where am I? Little Gray? Snowy? And... wait...
We only saw the two of you collapsed on the side of the road when we arrived.
Danny and I looked around, but we couldn't find any traces of Lady Trianne.
What about the black-robed swordmaster?
Blast it! Of course it's him. We were still too late. I fear something bad has happened to Orynyx's core flame.
Then Lady Trianne...
She doesn't have much divine power left. We can...
That you're both safe is already a blessing. Everyone, we must take action now. We should split into two groups. One group will stay in the Abyss and meet up with Aglaya's reinforcements, then search for Trianne's whereabouts. The other group will come with me to pursue the black-robed swordmaster and recover the core flame. I didn't get to tell you this before, but Anaxa and I already have our misgivings about the Black Tide, so we've made preparation. I'll tell you the details as we move. Opportunities are fleeting on the battlefield.
Lord Finan! Lady Treby and Lady
Did Aglaya's people get here?
Yes. Lady Aglaya already knows about the situation and sent along a message. Finan, I understand that Swordmaster is of great importance to you. But if you charge in without a plan, I fear that you won't be the only one who dies in vain.
I understand. Hatred is a hero's deadliest poison. I have no intention of fighting alone. If that Swordmaster really is related to the Black Tide, the Chrysos heirs must not take them lightly. I have indeed planned to return to the Holy City and discuss the strategy with Aglaya. We'll need all the help we can get for this encirclement.
Trinan will stay in the Abyss too. That way, both sides can communicate with each other if anything happens.
Thank you, everyone. Partner, Treby, let's go. We're back, Aglaya.
You should have come to me first, Finan.
Aggie, there's no need to scold Snowy. Akuma is currently in...
I know. It's beyond my imagination that the only two titans humankind can still rely on fell in such quick succession. I've never seen the golden thread pulled this taut. Finan, tell us your plan. Time is...
This being is not just hunting titans, but taking the core
Yes. Just like the Flame Chase journey is doing. Professor Anaxa thinks the Flame Reaver's arrival is likely a sign the Black Tide has spread further.
Regardless of whether you're right, this being is still far more aggressive than we expected.
But its madness is also an opportunity for us. If its goal is the core flame, then that means us humans can lure it into a... Anaxa had already left the Holy City with Cersei's core flame while we were on our way to the Abyss. So he...
Tell me, what makes you think this won't end with us losing another core flame?
Because this time, the power from beyond the sky is also at our side. She is the key. We need your other companion, too.
Ma'am, do you mean... me?
I see. Finan, that battlefield you mentioned, is it Castrum Kremnos?
Yes. I'm sure everyone remembers the astonishing miracle our partner here performed with her companion during the battle with Nikador, and how they awakened Castrum Kremnos' past. That will be the key to our victory. We will use Orynyx's power to once again open a passage to the past and lure our enemy inside. Then, we'll seal the Flame Reaver in the maze of time.
Impressive. Orynyx has fallen, and Yanis's divine power already belongs to Akuma. Once we take back the core flame, the Swordmaster will have no means of escape. It's very clever, using the element of surprise instead of brute strength. Can you do it, little one?
Oh, come on!
Such enthusiasm. I'm glad to see you're confident. By the way, the Council of Elders declared a state of emergency when Treeby went missing. Kynus and her following have heard tell of the incident at the Grove, and are galvanizing support in secret. I think...
What are they plotting?
That short-sighted politician likely believes the Chrysos heirs have outlived their usefulness, and is making preparations for her next step. That ugly side of humanity is something we'll have to but that's a problem for another day. I've sent Casterus ahead to the Council with a message. She should be able to keep the situation fine. It is my hope that we can come to an understanding on this. We must take down the Flame Reaver in one go, and retrieve the core flame. And in doing so, grant ourselves an advantage against the Count.
Of course. You may count on me.
I apologize for tasking you to spearhead the plan. The situation brooks no delay, and we have precious little time to confer and discuss. We are grateful to you for your aid, and to the rest of you as well. May carefully sharpen our gaze and grant us...
You mean Mighty? He's dealing with... Don't worry. That man would never miss out on this fight.
Farewell, my dear friend. You must lead us back home.
Okay, dann beenden wir hier. Das ist schon viel zu lange. Ich wollte eigentlich 30 Minuten Parts machen und nicht 50 Minuten Parts. Bis dahin. Ciao, Leute.